Hey guys, okay, had my ears still screwed up. Can't hear anything out of it almost. Feels like it's water in there, but there's not. Anyway, so I had my second lesson dream from Christ, and this one really screwed me up. This one messed me up good. Ruined my whole night. Ruined my whole night. So I've been up. It's 6:14 a.m. and I've been up since 2 o'clock because I woke up from the dream and I ain't been back to sleep yet. This is all family psychological war and stuff, but it was messed up. Oh, and I passed flying colors, but I don't see how. I'll tell you in a minute. Okay, so there's two parts to this dream. The first part is there's two parts. I'll just start telling you right now. Okay, here's the dream. So I'm sleeping and I'm in this room, and it's a long room with a whole bunch of desks, and it's all white, white walls, and it was a real long room, and wide. There's a door on each end, and the ceiling came out, and then we were all facing, um, like students. We're all facing the windows, and the windows came down on a slant, like a 45-degree angle, and they were huge windows. And outside was blue sky and white clouds. And I'm feeling Slayer. Like all the kids that were in here were like Slayer fans and Metallica fans. I don't know why. Nothing was said about Slayer, nothing was said about Metallica, but I just felt it. Like we were all that type of kid. We all grew up in that era. Okay, and if you're ever in a like Metallica, Slayer, and you go to the shows, there's a certain vibe where everybody clicks psychically. You never seen a person, but you have a Metallica shirt on or a Slayer shirt, and you're like, hey, you hit each other, and you're like buddies, right? Just like that. So that's what I'm talking about. It's like a spiritual vibe thing. Anyway, we're all in this, just normal kids, all my age. And it's no different than a hockey team, right? You ever watch a hockey team get out after they're done practice? Oh my god. Same thing. But for music. Anyway, so we're all in this room and we're doing it. And we're doing a test or something. It's a test. But I think what happened in this is Christ is showing me what happens to me and what happens to people on the other side when you get up, when you're doing these tests. Okay? And so there's a guy, he's like a Christ. I was assuming, but he looked normal. He had like a normal teacher, normal clothes, and he gave us a paper, and we had to check mark what we liked out of what he's going to do. So he's going to show us something. He's going to show us something on the wall, on the ceiling, and 1, 2, 3, and you pick the one you like and write it down in the box. Check mark it. 1, 2, or 3. And this is what he's going to do. So it's like a projection on the ceiling and the wall. Okay? And this is what the whole dream was. And so I'm looking. I sort of lay back and I look up at the wall, and the ceiling comes out, and comes down 45-degree angle with these big ass windows. And there's nothing outside, just clear sky and blue clouds, or clouds and blue sky. That's it. I never saw a bird, never saw anything. And I figured, I'm like, what is this place? And So we get the paper anyway. We get the paper, and Christ is like, or the guy, the teacher, he's like, okay, ready? So we're looking, and all of a sudden, there's like a projector on the wall, on the ceiling, and he shows patterns of squares, and the squares will show you one pattern, and then he'll move it, and it'll change color, and it'll shape. There'll be lines through the squares, and it'll be a square grid pattern, sort of like wallpaper, but with light. And he goes, "What do you think about that?" And everybody makes a check, and he goes, "Okay, number 2." And he clicks the button, and all of a sudden the pattern changes. "What do you think about that?" And he goes, "Number 3. What do you think about that?" And then he's showing you all these over circles, squares, squares within squares, triangles, and just different patterns and what you thought about it. And you write down. And I didn't know. I was going by art. What's most pleasing to the eye, right? And so he did one that was squares. I remember it was really nice. It was squares, and it was like electric blue. And I'm like, oh, that's the one I like. Electric blue looks pretty. Now there was like, I remember one, the square one, he changed the squares, but he put like a circle in the square for like different patterns on the wall, but it was like a psychological test. And I remember one square, he did it, and it was just a square, and then he'd change it to number 2. It would be a square with 3 lines in it, 3 blue lines, and then he'd change it again, and there would be a different pattern of the square. And so I picked the one I liked. And then he was doing another one where there's like crazy patterns, and it would be red and blue and green and different colors. But all of a sudden, as he was doing it, he went to like number 2 of the patterns, and there would be a British flag in the patterns. And then everybody would go, ooh, and they all of a sudden they'd see the British flag in the patterns. And everybody would put down whatever they had to put down, their response to the British flag, if they saw it or not, even if they saw it or not. And so I was like, yeah, I know that flag. And so what you felt about that flag. Okay. Then he showed then he showed another set of patterns. And then the patterns was there. And then he'd do that. And so you weren't conditioned to think there's another flag in there. And then you'd be doing that. And all of a sudden another flag would appear up, like the American flag. And you would put it up, and everybody would have a response to it. Do you like it or not? And by the response. And everybody's going, ah! When they saw the flag, the American flag, or, well, I don't know, whatever. It's that stuff, you know. So some people would be happy about it, some people would be sad about it. And the British flag would come up, some people would be happy about it, some people would be sad about it. And other kinds of flags. And that's what we did for like 2 hours, man. Just looked at patterns, and all of a sudden something will pop out, and you liked it or not. You get what I'm getting at? Then we're all done, and he's like, okay, we're all done. And I get up, and I look over, and there's a guy in a robe, and he looks just like Jesus, dressed just like Jesus. He's got the long hair, he's got a little bit of beard, a skinny, normal face, and a white robe. So it's like he matched the white walls, right? And he had this white robe on, but the other teacher didn't have just normal clothes. And I'm like, oh, that's like Jesus over there, right? The guy in the white robe. When I go, and I kept looking at this place. And I'm thinking, why am I feeling Slayer? Why am I feeling Metallica, right? With all my buddies here, right? Couldn't figure it out. Anyway, then from that, I get into the lesson dream. So what I'm saying is that part of the dream was like what happens when I'm doing my waking life. Okay. When I'm in my waking life at work doing whatever, my soul is doing these tests with Jesus. So it's like there's two things going on. He'll take part of my soul. Christ will take my soul. My soul will be in class learning, but I'll be at the market working, sort of thing. You know what I mean? So in reality, I'm working at the market, but my soul is being shown these tests and whatnot at the same time. And so Christ was showing me in this dream what goes on while I'm walking around in the ego world, physical world, doing my stupid shit. Okay? That's what that part's about. But he's showing me the different tests they do. And my group of buddies, where my soul hangs out. In the light. So, okay. Now we're on to the lesson. The lesson. And it was called, So You Want to Be a Christian. Alright? So this takes place, and this dream all has to do with my family. My grandma, my aunts, me, and my cousins, and all the shit I put up with, dished out, whatever, all the shit. But it's a test for me. Remember, it's a test for me. So all the shit's coming at me. And I never really caused no personal just venom on people, my relatives. Never really did. I did a couple times, right? But not like they done to me. Just made shit up and then bitched to me about it, right? Fucking crazy. And this is over 50 years. Alright? All compacted into one dream. So I ain't gonna try to use any names. I'm gonna say cousins, aunts, whatever, moms. So, one aunt really mean. One cousin fucking just screws you over whenever he can. And grandma, okay, grandma had her house. I go there and cut the grass. All my life, that's what I did, mostly, when I lived in Chatham and in Windsor. I go there, cut our grass for free. When I was a little kid, I'd go there, cut our grass for free. And it was never a question. You just cut grandma's grass just like you cut your own grass. You never wanted money, right? That's the way it was. That's the way it was, man. And grandpa died long time ago. And so grandma needed help cutting the grass, so I go over and do it. Plus I get cookies and pie and chocolate milk and all the good stuff grandmas give you. And so I was happy, man. I cut her grass and you get all that. Damn. And I just go there to watch the Three Stooges when I was a little kid. I go there, watch the Three Stooges, cut her grass, eat cookies, hang out, do things when I'm a little kid. Right? It was like home. That's all it was. And this dream surrounds a lot about it. So anyway, it starts off. I'm just giving you a heads up. So my cousin owned this building I'm living in right now. Okay? And anything that went wrong with it, he accused me. My fault or not, right? I would owe up to it. But anything that went wrong with the building was up to me. He did everything to piss me off. Okay? So, just for an example, he said I burnt the counter. It's a $4,000 counter. You burned it! You burned a hole in it. And I'm like, I didn't burn a fucking hole in it. Maybe I did, but I didn't know I did it. Like, you know, you put a hot down on the counter. A hot pan on the counter was a burn mark in the counter. I don't know if I did it. I don't know. But he blamed me for it big time. He wanted to grow vegetables and shit in his garden. I wanted to grow some milkweed plants. So I asked him, is it okay if I put milkweed plants? He's like, yeah, sure, man, that'd be great. You know, to help monarch butterflies. That's what I did. So I went to Grandma's house, got the fucking milkweed plants, because she had this one strain of milkweed plants that were just awesome. So I dug them up, put them in bags, brought them all the way back to Windsor, replanted them, watered them every day, waiting for milkweed to grow. And the son of a bitch would cut them down or spray that fucking stuff on them. I was like, why did I even go through all that? And he wanted ferns from Grandma's house. That's right. He wanted ferns. Now, I don't know why I had to go with him. But his ferns, I'm like, cool, can I take these milkweed and plant them on the fence? He said, yeah. So I did. But, nope. He didn't like it anymore, so he cut them all down. I'm like, dude, why did I fucking do all that for no reason? Okay, that's just one thing. Really pissed me off because monarchs are on the edge of being fucking eradicated from North America, and I wanted to help. So it was my own little thing. My own little project I could do. And just because I liked it and loved it, he had to go and fucking spray weed killer all over it and kill everything. Or cut them all fucking down. Year after year. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's the kind of shit he would do. And that, not even that, it even got worse than that, man. It got worse. Like, I mean, backstabbing worse. Anyway, so here's the dream. I just gotta give you a rundown, quick couple of examples of what I had to deal with my whole life. And, you know, I'm sure it gets worse than that in your family, but in my family, this is the cards I've been dealt. This is the shit I gotta go through. And it's all useless shit. But it fucks you up psychologically. It fucks you up. And you want to punch your goddamn faces in, but you can't, right? So what do? You just sit there with a fucking ulcer worrying about it. Or not. Whatever. But the fact remains, people go out of their way to fuck you. And when family goes out of their way to fuck you, you're fucked. And you're fucked. You don't know what to do except run. Get the fuck out of here. I'm out of here. Fuck you all. This is what my whole night was. Just to let you know. So, okay, here's how the dream starts. My cousin, the owner of the building, he comes out of nowhere and starts accusing me of shit. I don't know exactly what shit, I can't remember. But he's accusing me of stuff. And he's really fucking pissed. And I'm like, what? Blah, blah, blah. And I have a counter argument, right? I have a counter argument. And he's yelling at me, accusing me of all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I never go on my way to fuck you. So why are you making this shit up? And he's making it up. It's totally out of fucking reality. Whatever he's bitching about stemmed from a problem, but he's making up more shit on top of it and accusing me of all this, just like I'm out to get him. I'm like, dude, I'm out to get you. I don't give a fuck about your shit. I'm taking care of my own life, man. What are you making this shit up for? And I bring it to his face. He's like, yo, if you fucking lie to me, I'm gonna... That type of thing. So, and then he starts throwing punches at me, and I'm blocking him. And I'm like, fuck off, man. I'm gonna beat your ass. And then he kicked me, and I grab his foot, and I turn his foot, and so he'd be stuck, right? And I want to kick his ass, but I don't want to fight. So I grab his foot and turn it and hold him, right? And then he'll throw a punch, and I'll block it and grab his arm, throw it around like a cop would behind his back, and then push him up against the wall and say, get the fuck out of here. And then he did that, and then I go into another situation in the dream, and then he'd come out and start accusing me about other stuff. So that one was about, let's say, house problems he had. He accused me of doing stuff in his house to circumvent his authority. You know what I mean? See, he would implement all these rules, and then whenever one of these rules got broke, he fucking added more shit onto it and accused me of doing it, right? And then, that's the way it was in reality. But in this dream, he would attack me physically and try to punch me, right? And then I would block it. So that's where it happened. That was a little thing. So and then it switched to another spot in the dream where grandma's house. Now before grandma died, okay, he came out, and this is a dream. I'm just gonna tell you the dream. It's too long to tell you all of it, all my fucking real shit. So he came and accused me of doing stuff and making lots of money off of working for grandma, doing little of nothing. And he's making up all this stuff, and it's all lies and crazy shit. And he said I was living at grandma's house and I was getting all this cash from her, right? I cut her grass. She threw me $20 maybe once in a while, right? For doing that. That's what I can remember from this argument he's giving me. And so I'm like, dude, you're fucking nuts. You're nuts. And he's yelling at me, he's screaming at me, and then he starts kicking me, and I just block, right? And I try to go away, leave me alone, and then I leave, right? And I block, and he's like, making up fucking stories, okay? Then I'm at another place, and it's snowing out, and I'm at my mom's house, and I'm shoveling my mom's apartment building. I'm shoveling all the fucking snow at my mom's apartment building. Then I go to my aunt's house, another aunt, and I shovel all her driveway. And then the lady that lives down below wants the whole driveway shoveled, so I got to shovel all that. And she threw me $20. Then I go to grandma's house and I shovel all her snow. And this is what I did in real life, okay, and I make $20, $40, $60 at the most, okay, $20 a driveway, okay, I couldn't move for a fucking week by the time I got done, drinking bottles of Gatorade, alright, that's a lot of fucking snow to move, man, okay, I'm the only one who would do it, out of 5 aunts, and fucking countless cousins, and kids, within all those families that lived in Chatham, that with me, I'm the only one that would fucking do it. Twice a fucking month. And I was okay with it. I'm not doing nothing. I don't have a full-time job. I'm there. I'm helping out. I'm making a little bit of cash. I would do it for fucking free, for Christ's sake. Anyway, in the dream, I'm shoveling out my aunt. I'm shoveling out my mom. I'm shoveling out this. And then in the middle of the snow, my cousin comes at me and starts bitching at me. And I'm like, fuck. Are you kidding me? And he's throwing punches at me, and I'm blocking him, and he's accusing me of all this, accusing me of all that. Then it switches again to another set of problems, and I'm this time I'm in my garage in my home when I was a little kid, and I'm in there, and here comes my cousin, and he's yelling, and accusing me of all this stuff when I was a little kid, because he'd accused me of stuff when I was a little kid, like 14. 10, 14, 9, 8, he'd be accusing me stealing this fucking chocolate bar. I'm like, why don't we your fucking chocolate bar? What am I going to steal your fucking chocolate bar for? And he accused me of it. And then he'd screw me over. He'd take me for a drive out in his car when we were 16, 17. He'd take me for a drive out in his car, out in the middle of fucking nowhere, along Lake Erie, just to have a good day, something to do. We get out there, oh no, I'm out of gas. We have to get gas. Oh, I have no money. I left it at home. What are we going to do? Here's $40, you son of a bitch. Thanks. And he fucking filled it up, and then he busts his ass back to Chatham. I'm out $40 fucking dollars. Put gas into his car. I'm out $40, and I don't see him again for 2 weeks. That's the kind of guy he is. So I never went driving with him to learn my fucking lesson. It cost me $40. But that's what he does. With everything. He screws you. He fucks you. I never thought people do that. But they do. My own fucking relatives. He wanted gas so we could drive around for the next fucking week. So he took me out in the middle of nowhere and said, oh, I got no gas. I need money to get back to Chatham. And the gas station's right here. Oh, how convenient. Oh, yeah, here's my money. No, I don't fucking walking home from the middle of nowhere, right? It'll cost 3 times that much to catch a goddamn cab. Go back across the county. Anyway, that's what he did. So I'm in the garage, and I'm fighting, and we're fighting. He's yelling, he's kicking me and everything. And all of a sudden his mom's sitting outside the garage, and he's accusing me of all this stuff. And all of a sudden his mom comes in, and I'm like, oh hell no! So now he's got more power, right? So he's not. His mom's there to empower him, and so they're empowering each other with their fucking venom and their lies and their bullshit. And they're empowering, and they're both picking on me, right? So I'm standing there, and I want to run like hell, because I don't want to deal with her shit, because this is like the queen of bullshit. Venom queen of bullshit. And she fucking, she yelling at me like fucking crazy. And this happened at Grandma's Christmas dinner at Grandma's house, okay? I'm all happy. My mom's in the hospital, so I got done seeing my mom. I went back and I went to Grandma's for Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. And so we're supposed to have dinner and have a good time and talk and laugh and have a good time, right? I get in there, and it's my other aunt, the mean one, and Grandma sitting there. And then the mean aunt, she goes, and this is real life. She goes, oh, how convenient, your fucking mother's in the fucking hospital, you son of a bitch. What makes you fucking come here and give us all this? Like, I'm like, all I said was fuck it. I walked in the door and said, hey guys, all happy, getting ready for a good evening. And she fucking hits me with that. I'm like, immediately my stomach turned to fucking rotten apples. You know that feeling you get, like static in your stomach? It seized up into a knot. I just She fucking hit me with all her garbage. I got it, and it's stuck in me now. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, well, I didn't even know what to say. I didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about. This is something between her and mom and whatever, and she's blowing it on me. And I'm like, I'm going to watch TV. Have a good day. Then she comes in. She goes, "Oh, you rich? We know we love you." And she's grabbed me by the cheek and giving me kisses. And I'm going, I'm just sitting there like, get the fuck away from me, bitch! I'm gonna knock you in your fuck. I'm gonna knock you in the next week. You know, you may have dentures now, but I'll knock them fuckers out, right? I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. Cause she's fucking nuts, man. This is like cops do this, an interrogation. And I just sat there. I couldn't even fucking move. I was fucking terrified. That was my fucking Christmas with the family. I got the hell out of there as fast as I could. Anyway, it wasn't grandma or my other aunt. I think they were more scared than I was. I don't know. Or they weren't as scared, but I couldn't see why they didn't fucking slap her face. I don't understand it. None of them seemed surprised that she said that. But in the dream, she did the same thing. And I didn't do nothing. I didn't attack her. I didn't do anything. But I did. I didn't run away like I wanted to. I wanted to run. But she's accused me of all this bullshit that I was getting thousands of dollars from grandma and living at her house and all this stuff after she died. I was there to clean up the house, keep the fucking upgrades in the fucking lawn, move the leaves. Now grandma's fucking tree had fucking 10 feet of fucking leaves. 2 feet. Every 2 weeks I'd go to her house and clean up the yard and everything, and she'd give me some money, right? After she died, I kept the upkeep going. And I got a little bit of money from my mom and from her benefits or whatever. Grandma's fucking benefits. They thought I was living there. They thought I was making thousands of fucking dollars from her benefits. This is all fantasy in their fucking head, and they're accusing me of it. And I'm like, bitch, all I did was fucking rake the leaves. It took me all day to rake the fucking leaves. There's a goddamn acre of 3 foot of fucking leaves. It takes me all day with a leaf blower. My fucking hands got calluses on them. I made 60 fucking bucks doing it. Then I had to cut the grass. Then I had to go in the house and clean up everything. Fuck off, right? Fuck, I'm gonna smack your face. And she's accused me, oh, you have fucking $1,000, you were living there, fucking free rent, fucking everything. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, your fucking kid could have done it, but no, he's playing fucking video games at fucking home in your fucking house, getting fat and fucking stupid playing video games. Get his fucking ass out here. Okay, end of part 1. I guess it's gonna be 2 parts. Fuck. People. Anyway, I've got more to say.